Good morning, children. Today in our class we learned about a poem written by Robert Lee Frost. The name of the poem is Fire and Ice. On the screen you can see two different globes. One globe is in the hands of a hand which is with the fire, and the other one is a frozen hand. And also, if you observe the title of the poem, it talks about two different and completely opposite elements of nature, fire and ice. These two are two extremely different elements of destruction. So, why did the poet has taken fire and ice as a title, and also what exactly he wants to tell us using these two elements of nature? So, in today's class, we have learned the summary and central idea of the poem. Before I explain you the summary, I would like to read the poem for you. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. This poem consists of 9 lines, and I have divided it into two parts. The first four lines considered as stanza 1, and the remaining 5 lines considered as stanza 2. So here in this, our poet says that few in the world, they have an opinion that the world is going to end in fire. And some are saying that is their opinion. The second part is saying that it is going to be destroyed by ice. But now poet says his point of opinion. What he says that from what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. He says that with my own experience, with my what I have seen in my life, I would like to go with the people who says the world is going to end with fire. So here the fire is compared with desire. So it expresses the profound idea that the world would end in either of two ways, either by ice, either by fire. So as I told you, one group is telling that earth will end with fire, and the other group is saying that the earth will end with ice. I mean, it will be frozen, and any of these two effects will destroy the world. Here, fire and ice are compared with the two extreme attitudes of human being. Fire is compared with desire. Desire, I mean, it's an emotion, a human emotion. And ice is compared with hatred. These two features of human emotions are very, very destructive if the human being does not make it in a positive way. Desire is good, and at the same time, sometimes jealousy is also good. If you have jealous on somebody achieving for good marks, then with the jealous you can keep a target of getting more marks than the person. So you can make it into positive way. Instead of that, you should not go into the negative way. It's always your choice, wanted to use it in positive way or negative way. But here the poet says that these are two features of human emotions are always destructive. And now he is going to tell us about his opinion, saying that with my experience, desire is the most destructive weapon, and it will end the world. And at the same time, he again gives another thought, saying that if the world has to end twice, then ice is also equal like fire. It can also cause destruction similar to fire. Ice here is compared with hate. So hate, the people with hatred in their minds, in their heart, they can destroy the world with their hatred. They can cause damage to humans. So here he says that, it's not the nature, nature elements are fire and ice. It's not the real nature, not real fire and not real ice are going to destroy the world. The comparison, what is he comparing with? He is comparing with human emotions. What are the human emotions? Desire and fire. These two human emotions are going to destroy the world. So here we need to understand that though he compared fire and ice, it's not that the real fire and ice are going to destroy the world. These are the human behavior, human, what as a human we have in our side. If we are not driving them into the positive side, if they drive them towards the negative side, they will destroy the whole world. So, if given an option between fire and ice, ice would be just as good as fire to destroy the world. That means these two are equal to destroy the world. So, coming to the central theme of the poem. In this 9-line poem, Frost says that it will end because of human emotion, as I said, not because of a natural disaster. These two emotions are going to destroy the earth. And what are those two emotions? Those are desire and hate. And also, poet discusses the destructive features of human emotions. He uses the symbol of fire and ice to